IVM.
The Croc's Tales. वर्ड्स आपके, कहानी आपके लिए. मैं आनंद सिवकुमारन. झूठ बोले दांत डांटे. Part 3. कहानी so far. A visit to the dentist leaves Anita with a superpower. A झूठ पकड़ने वाला tooth. When someone lies to her, the nerve next to her tooth tingles. Anita's enjoying the power till she discovers that her boyfriend Vinod has lied to her about why he can't come for a dinner. This can only mean one thing. He's cheating on her. Anita tries to figure whom he's having an affair with, but gets nowhere until they run into Harshita in a restaurant and Vinod lies about how he knows her. Ab aage. As you know, the week's theme is overheard. Matlab, all stories are inspired from a line that I've heard somebody say to somebody else. Line for today? Sorry about last night. Sorry about last night. ये words Anita के कानों में गूंज रही थी. She had just stepped out of the shower and she heard Vinod say this to someone on the phone. But जब he saw her, he quickly cut the call. सवाल ही नहीं था. It had to be that चुड़ैल Harshita. And that कुत्ते की औलाद Vinod was saying sorry because he hadn't been able to do चुम्मा चाटी with her the previous night. करता कैसे? Anita जो साथ में थी. Anita ने ठान ली that she was going to catch the two of them red-handed and then make the rest of their jism red and bloody as well. But ये करने के लिए she needed to know कि कब, कहाँ विनोद और हर्षिता का नाजायज मिलन होगा. She wished she could do an exchange offer on a superpower. झूठ पकड़ने की जगह she wanted to be able to read thoughts or at least every message on Vinod's phone. Which she couldn't do normally because उस रात के बाद विनोद ने फोन छुपाना शुरू कर दिया था. सोते वक्त भी he would keep it under his pillow. बहाना यही था कि he didn't want his alarms to wake Anita up. But Anita knew the truth even without her daant dancing. He didn't want her to read his lovey-dovey messages to that homebreaker Harshita. Anita के माइंड में ख्याल आया कि वो किसी प्रोफेशनल डिटेक्टिव को हायर करे. और वो एक से मिलने भी गई. But 10 minutes listening to that woman, उसके कारनामे, उसके methods of charging the client, and Anita का पूरा मुंह दर्द कर रहा था. Because every line the detective spoke set off Anita's tooth वाला झूठ detector. Anita knew कि जो भी करना था, उसे खुद करना पड़ेगा. और फिर एक हादसा हुआ. विनोद ने की गलती, किस्मत ने बाजी पलटी. He was in the kitchen, his phone was in the hall. Anita didn't realize this till it beeped. Anita ने फट से मैसेज देखा. It was from Harshita and it said, all fixed for tonight, my house, 9 p.m. Anita was turning cartwheels. She finally had what she was looking for. Vinod and Harshita को नंगे साथ पकड़ने का मौका. Anita was miserable. कहीं ना कहीं she had still been hoping that all her shak, all that the tooth झूठ detector was telling her, सब गलत साबित होगा. Because she still loved Vinod. A bloody fellow had turned out to be a धोखेबाज. Now she had to kill him. After first catching him, of course. आपको बता दूं कि while Anita kept thinking she would nesto nabudofy Vinod and Harshita, उसने actually murder का कोई plan नहीं बनाया था. She didn't go buy a gun or find a nice goat को हलाल करने वाला छुरी or even take out some bacon to pill out both the villains of her life. All she was trying to do was find out कि हर्षिता का घर कहाँ था, because the message hadn't provided an address. और चूंकि फोन वापस विनोद के हाथ में पहुंच गया था, she had no means of doing that also. बेचारी had no choice but to follow Vinod from his office. वो भी ऑटो में, क्योंकि he would have recognized her. ये पति लोग ऐसे ही होते हैं मैडम, आपको शादी करनी ही नहीं चाहिए थी. अनीता की किस्मत कि साला ऑटो वाला भी बड़बड़ करने वाला निकला. मेरी शादी नहीं हुई है. ओह, तो बॉयफ्रेंड का चक्कर है क्या मैडम? शादी कर लेते, कम से कम डिवोर्स का डर तो रहता, वरना आदमी तो खुला सांड है. Anita was praying that a wild sand would show up and gore this irritating rig guy. But शायद sand का season नहीं था. So they kept following and the rig वाला kept bucking. Actually ना मैडम, ये सारी गलती फोन का है. Facebook, Tinder, सबने इतना आसान कर दिया है. जब चाहो किसी को भी फ्रेंड बनाओ और फिर friends with benefits. For the first time Anita looked at the rig guy. काफी पहुंची हुई चीज लग रहा था. तुम Facebook पे हो? Of course. आपको फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट भेजूं? अच्छा, अगर आपका ब्रेकअप हो जाता है ना, तो आप भी फोन पे टिंडर डाउनलोड कर लेना. मेरा प्रोफाइल दिखेगा तो राइट्स भी पीजिएगा. Anita was going to swipe him hard on the face with a handbag, but just then Vinod entered a building complex. They had reached Harshita's place. Anita hid as Vinod entered the lift, but she made sure she noticed which floor it went on. हाँ, उस माले पे पहुंचने के बाद she was stymied for a bit, क्योंकि फ्लोर पे 3 फ्लैट्स थे. पर लकीली एक पे ताला लगा हुआ था, एक से बच्चा और कुत्ता बाहर निकला, और थर्ड से सॉफ्ट रोमांटिक म्यूजिक की आवाज आ रही थी. Had to be the third. Only problem was how to get in. But fate had solved that also, because Anita ने देखा कि दरवाजा ठीक से बंद नहीं हुआ था. It seemed like Vinod and that kulta were in such a hurry that they hadn't even checked. She pushed the door open. अब पहली बार उसे गन या बेसबॉल बैट की कमी महसूस हुई. Nevertheless, she walked into a dark room. The music was coming from an inside room. Bedroom ही होगा. Anita started to move in that direction. Just then the lights came on. And Anita saw Vinod in front of her, on his knees, holding a ring. Will you marry me? Anita tilmila gayi. Not her tooth, the whole of her. The tooth was silent, because this was the truth. And when she saw her friends coming out from inside, all watching, tab उसे समझ में आई. She had been set up. बाद में उसे पता चला कि Harshita was an events organizer who specialized in wedding proposals, surprise birthdays, etc. The whole thing had been her idea. The fake accidental meeting, Vinod being uncomfortable, and everything else that had followed and led Anita here. Anita, of course, said yes. But the very next day, she had her jhoot detector tooth and nerve taken out. With great power came too much stress. Hope your story aapko pasand aayi. New story coming on Monday. And if you like to suggest an idea or a word for future stories, or you just want to give feedback, please do. My Facebook ID is Anand Sivakumaran. I'm on Instagram as Anand Sivakumaran Storyteller, and you can mail me on anand@planetcocktails.com. That's ANAND@PLANETCROCTALES.com. Till next time, see ya.
Think fast. If I tell you I'm Parsi, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Dhansak? I don't blame you. My name is Parzan Patel. You may know me as the Bhavi Bride. Though I run a popular Parsi food blog, the truth is I didn't know anything about Parsi food until I got married. It was just my luck. He turned out to be your typical sadra lega wearing, kawab khari eating Parsi boy. And the only thing I knew was dhansak, or rather, how to eat it. But there's more to Parsi food than dhansak. And there is more to us than our obsession with eggs and our legendary Rani cafes. Welcome to Not Just Dhansak, a fresh new show where I talk to friends, fellow Babas and Parsi entrepreneurs about all things Bhonu. A little bit of history, a dash of Baba madness, and a lot of food talk. There's more to Parsis than meets the eye, and there's certainly more to us than Dhansak. Join me every Tuesday as I talk to some of my favorite Parsis in the food space in India and beyond. I am the Bhavi Bride, and this is Not Just Dhansak.
The most engaging and the most useful conversations you may have in your life are likely to be with your most challenging customers. Hi, I'm Ambi Parmeshwaran, and on this podcast, I will take you through my book, Sponge Leadership Lessons I Learned from My Clients. Packed with real stories about real people, but most of all, packed with the innumerable lessons I soaked up from some of the most iconic business leaders like Ratan Tata, Azim Premji, S. Ramadurai, Karsanbhai Patel, M. Damodaran, Dr. Kurian, and many more. Don't forget to tune into the Sponge podcast. Keep sponging to keep learning.